Hey everyone, thanks for taking the time to watch this video and hear another update about how Midtown Community Church is progressing. Well, coming out of the new year, we had launched a church in October and then went right from that into the start of the Advent season. And so out of the new year, it has been nice for us to find a rhythm as a church and kind of just settle in to a season where there's not a whole lot going on. And I mean that in a really good way. It's been a really good thing for us. So coming out of the new year, we've been preaching through the book of Titus in these 6 weeks before Lent. And it's been wonderful to just sit in a book of the Bible together as a church and learn from that together. We also have been getting back into the rhythm of our community groups and doing life together as a church. It's been really great and a very stabilizing time for us as a church community.
As we look ahead, there are a few big things that we have on the horizon. The first would be that we just kind of looked out at our church and saw that there were a lot of college students, specifically from Messiah College. And so mid-February, we're going to be launching a college community group. We have 4 people who are members at our church that have a pretty deep passion for this kind of ministry, and they're going to take that up and run with it. And so we're really excited to see what God's going to do through our college ministry here starting in just a few weeks.
We also are holding a membership class coming up. It'll be done by the time this video airs, but right now it's this coming Sunday, February 4th. And we have a good number of people signed up for that, and we're excited to get with a new group of people, talk to them more about what our church is about, the vision and values and our theology and our culture, and see if the Lord would have more people to join our church. We're certainly hoping and praying that He does, and anticipate that we'll welcome more members into membership here at the beginning of March.
The final big thing that we have coming up is our church's celebration of Lent. Lent is the 40 days leading up to Easter, and our church is going to celebrate it first by doing a special sermon series where we take a look at Jesus Christ. We're calling it Christ the King, and we're looking at just what kind of king Jesus is during those few weeks leading up to Easter. And then we're also going to have an Ash Wednesday service, which is a pretty somber service, just set aside specifically to meditate on the brokenness of the world, the brevity of life, and then what Jesus has to say about it.
A few things you can be praying for us in as we step forward into this new month. The first thing is, like I said at the beginning of the video, we did just launch a church last year, and Greg and I and the leadership of our church, the people who've been leading ministries, are tired. We are pretty gassed, and honestly, with just all of the sickness that's been going around, it's been hard to feel like we've been able to catch a breath coming out of the launch of this church. So pray for wisdom on our part as we lead, to encourage ourselves and our leaders to rest in the ways that they need to, and that the Lord would renew us in particular ways as we continue to move through this year. You also can be praying for us and alongside of us through this season of Lent. During this time, we're encouraging our community groups to take a larger portion of their time than normal and focus it in prayer, particularly on 2 things. Number 1, on the lost people that are in the people in that group's particular life. And number 2, on the brokenness of the world, the areas where creation is groaning for Jesus to return and make all things new. And so if you would pray alongside of us, pray for both the lost people in Midtown, that God would have come to know Jesus through our ministry, and pray for the brokenness of the city of Harrisburg in particular. Join us through Lent, we would ask, and intercede in these 2 specific ways. Thanks for watching this update. We hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks so much for supporting the ministry of Midtown Community Church.